Combaticons! I told you to abort! The mission is lost! Who are you to defy me?
I've heard enough of his orders. We need to take control of this ship! Combaticons, combine into Bruticus!
All right, and welcome back to another Megatron Draws. And today we are back for probably the last Diorama stream today for the beach diorama, and that should be the last one. So I don't really have much else to do today. So today we're going to be working on the trees. Obviously, I already got a little bit of a head start this morning, getting the trunk started because I knew that would kind of take forever to really dry until some parts are still kind of drying here. But we should be fine to work regardless because it's all going to be brown anyway, so it's all going to be fine. So the goal here today will be to get the trunks done, and then we can work on the palm trees. I'm kind of some extra foliage in the front, push the trees back a bit into the background a bit more, just kind of make it more realistic looking. And so, yeah, that's the plan for today. So, just gonna position the camera better. I'm gonna open the comments up, see if anyone's here, and I just put a poll up for people to interact with. I'll probably forget to end like last time, but yeah. So first things first, we'll move these side walls to the side. And here. And then move some stuff around. Okay. And just need to grab this guy. Let's go. And I'll move the camera so you guys see better. There we go. We're going to start off with a normal brown. And like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. With the details, because it's going to be in the background, so I'm not going to be really seeing much of it anyways. I think I'm just going to dry brush most of this stuff. Gotta be mindful of the background. All right. And instead of going to go for more subtle, just little subtle lines here, nothing too fancy. Doesn't have to be fancy. It's enough to give you that the idea. A little bit of hints of detail, but not too much to where it distracts you too much. Kind of, it's kind of important to be too detailed because the whole point of the shelf is to kind of emphasize the robot that's going to be sitting in it. So, more attention is drawn to the robot, the better. That's kind of, and if the diorama looks good and beautiful as a result, and bonus, it's supposed to serve a specific function. So there's our little brown. So I'm just going to move that off to the side. We have our left side. Go on the right side. Then hopefully we can add in the highlights on top of this stuff here. as soon as possible. It's still drying. It's okay. Use a toothpick, kind of. Try to get rid of some of this paint. Or this paint. Still drying. Leave it alone for now. Right, now it's just playing the waiting game for the paint to dry. Back wall's ready to go. Plate. Got two. So I need one for the greenery. There's maybe two for the greenery. There's one for the foliage, one for the trees. I think I'll use my fan brushes when I do the trees. Kind of keep them off to the side. So, yeah. So we got one viewer. It just be me though. The YouTube end. It's okay. Let's find my golden pen. Now this I'm not too worried about smearing paint because it's it's meant to just be like little details here. It's not too worried about it. It doesn't have to be too anal about it. Perfect. Plus, when it all dries now, we can move on to better things. Also, to keep in mind is that a lot of this is going to be covered up anyways, like a bunch of the tree branches from the palm trees will kind of block a lot of this detail, so it's not really worth like investing so much like, work into it. It's going to be covered up most of the time, and just like doing little streaks here is just kind of enough to give you an idea of highlights and whatnot in the tree. So that's all you really need to do. It's really, really simple stuff. Very quick sort of effects. I keep my movements a little bit random, not really sticking to any sort of formula. I think that looks better when you have, or more realistic when you have a bit more variety. Also, kind of keep it in the same sort of pocket, you know. And recently, I just bought the Overwatch Transformer skins. Like, might actually stream that. Maybe not today. I'll probably be too tired working on stuff, but I'll definitely be playing the game tonight. I really want. I'm not really the biggest Reinhardt player, but like I played off his prime basically. Like, I'm just like I'm trying to become a. I'm gonna bring back the Reinhardt this season. Pretty cool skin actually. That one and like the RC skin are probably my favorite ones. The ones I'm not too crazy about are like the Bumblebee, Bastion, and the Ramatra Megatron skin. I think those ones could use some work. But RC and a lot RC one looks good on Reinhardt Prime. Was really cool. I kind of felt like that they should have made Bastion like Shockwave because I think that he kind of lent himself better for that design because like Shockwave had like one arm and one eye, kind of like Bastion, you know. Cause, so like, they had a lot of really use. Yeah, they would make more sense. And a lot of people actually wanted to see Hammond, the or Wrecking Ball, uh, be like Unicron, which I was like, yeah, yeah, do it. Like I would love to see like a little Unicron like roll in the game. Yeah, yeah, for the back wall. I don't know, maybe we'll on Twitch a little bit. We'll see. Up for it. So I might have to. Cause I'll probably be going in between because I'll probably be going in between, like kind of working on this. Well, probably some little touches I need to do before I can call it quits on this diorama, the shelf. But maybe tomorrow we'll do a stream. See what I'm working. Because if it's a later shift, then I probably won't do it. But if it is a shorter shift tomorrow, then I might actually, or I'll just do it this week. That might be better. Okay. Well, the bottoms seem to be kind of drying up faster, so might be able to do the last of the foliage. Move on to the palm trees, and that'll be just about it for this one. Hey, Luke, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Just working on some dioramas. And if you've been following the channel for the past couple days, I've been working on the Chromaticon shelf, or my Bruticus shelf, rather. So, and this was kind of based on the episodes Dark in which Dark creates the Chromaticons. And so, the beach kind of the beach that they came from was kind of played a massive role thing, because that's where the whole inspiration came from. Because Narsky kind of found this like little island of all these different like military vehicles, like World War I or II, and so he decided, you know what, I'll make my own team, take over Decepticons and all that. So that's how the Combat Guns were kind of born, the original cartoon. And I think they've changed up the W or the aligned continuity. I can't remember how they did them in W, but they're kind of been portrayed as kind of like the military sort of unit sort of thing. That's kind of how they have been portrayed more recently, like especially in like the fall of Cyber, very much that unit that Chuck relied on. All right. And let's grab. Okay, be it for my highlights now. Just gotta wait for it all to dry. The bottom seems to be drying fast. We probably could do the little foliage in the front here. First and foremost, and then we can go from there. We're using hunter green. And then I mix that with the olive green. And I can't find it. Oh, all right. Looks like the connector's best. Yeah, the combiner teams are always cool. And they're always like the coolest ones. Well, it's not the one I was looking for. What? The other one. All right. However. I don't know where my pink one. All right, well, so these guys in. I had a specific green I had yesterday. No, I can't find it. That's okay. We use this guy instead. Which that works. The back wall. Fun. Only problem is going to be the top of these are taking forever to dry, so I won't go to those palm trees for a little while. So we can just kind of have our fun with the bottom half for now. So sponge, again. Just goes. What we do here is just for like the foliage parts, we just kind of dab it into the paint, get a mix of different colors, just kind of make it a bit more, kind of a bit more variety. And so it's going to be like 3 inches. The base layer comes up to 3 inches. Don't worry about too much of this stuff here. It's kind of best to have anyways, just as a good rule of thumb, because you never know what might be showing. Some nice foliage. This is supposed to be like an island sort of beach environment here. I kind of went for more sort of a more rugged sort of beach look because that's kind of why the sand is a little bit more muddier almost. It's supposed to kind of evoke that sort of eeriness. A lot of World War II, World War One, I guess kind of would have like because it's meant to be kind of like a battleground or sort of thing, or an old like battleground. That's kind of where Star Trek kind of found all these vehicles that kind of made up the Combaticons. So I'm trying to kind of. So the whole idea is not to be a public beach, for instance. Like it's supposed to be a very, very eerie sort of setting. These creams. Also mentioned we want to do a jungle for future Predacons. But so I still have one shelf I could probably do a diorama for. I just don't have pieces for it. So I've been kind of building my collection from the ground up lately. Since the very beginning, actually, kind of. So it's kind of my thing. Once I'm actually getting pretty close to finishing my septic ones. I just need to get the Blitz wings from Fans Toys as well as the Dead End, which are still haven't been released yet, so can't do much about it. Oh, we got a bot. What the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here, little bitch. Fuck out of my house. Well, I get bots. I don't have viewers. Whatever. All it does is give me more views, so I don't care. But yeah, so what I'm doing right now is just adding an extra layer of foliage. That way, it pushes the trees into the background a bit more. Just kind of create that sort of look. Just kind of make it more realistic looking. And so we're just going to do the same sidewalls. So grab the right side. Yeah, let's kind of get some more paint. Yeah, it's a little dark here, actually. Oh, that's right, because I had to. Hold on, I brought them settings on my camera. I'll brighten that up for y'all. Hopefully, it's a bit better. Yeah. And then just kind of go like this. So yeah, this is just kind of meant to mimic sort of like bushes or smaller trees. Not meant to be anything specific here. You don't really need to do a whole lot of like extra like details, when it comes to stuff like this. Especially for like nature environments, you can just do very, very simple sort of techniques like this, where we're just like dabbing paint into the foam, and it kind of just gives you all you really need. You just have a little bit of pockets of green showing in the background, because that's what I kind of did yesterday. Was I had like a really dark shade of green on the back. That way, it kind of looks like more. It's like in going to like a shadowy sort of thing. It's kind of meant to be more realistic that way. The water kind of coming at a very weird sort of angle, because I want to do something a little bit different than how I would most likely were the way I'd usually like do something like this, because I usually would just do it just like a straight on beach, but I decided to kind of just do a bit different for the way the beach lay. I just thought it'd make it more interesting. Sort of, always like experiment with different perspectives, backgrounds. Kind of like how I did the Tokyo one, where I kind of I made the sidewalls in perspective, where it's like it's kind of like because in the when I did sidewalls, I made sure that there was actually some like vanishing points and all that, so streak that the side of it, so just to kind of add a bit more extra to the dioramas. Okay. Ooh. We're almost ready for our trees. Thankfully. Yeah. Once we do the foliage, we can kind of move on to the trees after that. Or the actual palm tree. One this problem is this tree here for some reason. Put too much paint on this morning. Ready. That's ready. That's ready. So we can just work on these other trees here then. Oh, I want to dry. That was kind of dry. Let's get that. So make sure there's no paint on there. All right, and then now we're gonna kind of come in with a little bit lighter shade. Just kind of add some like little highlights of like light, sort of. Just kind of add a little bit more highlight to it. Just kind of make it pop out a bit more. But for this one, we're not gonna do too much. We're not gonna do spread everything. We're gonna do very light sort of pockets of the lighter greens, kind of. For highlights, you want to be very. The key, I think, is to be kind of a bit more subtle with it. So, go for here. I'll grab a new sponge stick just for this one. There's not going to put too much on there. Wipe quite a bit off. And I'll just kind of add little pockets of lighter green. Elsewhere, and I'm going for more. Like I said, now I was going for more of the more swampy, more military sort of green instead of like the more tropical greens. Because I'm not trying to go for not trying to go for a tropical island. It's kind of meant to be, like I said, it's going to be more of the colors. So I want them to be too vibrant here. Things like that you can consider. It's also important because color choice is actually a really important thing because you want to make sure you kind of portray emotion or kind of you want to kind of keep in mind the environment and the characters and all that, and kind of um, looking at what will rise them as a villain or a hero more so if that whatever there's motivation or whatever it is, you know, you kind of want to just keep that sort of stuff in mind when you're making something because it'll kind of help you make decisions. So different colors, different looks, or whatever, you know, different color compositions, you know, little things like that go a long way. That part's not fully dried yet, but that's okay. Okay, should be it for the bottom layer. So I'll let this sort of sit for a bit, and then I'll come back and do the palm trees. But first, get the side walls going. All right. That should be enough for that one. And let's see. These don't seem ready for palm trees. And even if we do get some like brown, like smearing, it won't be that big of a deal. We can always fix that up. So should be all good. Try to think. Should be pretty quick. It's a very small section here. Okay. Well, since this one seems like to be the most dry of all of them, I'm going to kind of start here with the trees. Just pull out some reference. I might not be able to look at the chat for a little while. All right. Probably some of these colors for the green. Yeah. My fan brushes. But I'm just gonna do a little test. I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Let's see what kind of effects I can kind of pull off of this. Okay. So look at my palm for a minute. All right. Top of it, that's kind of our middle. Don't really draw palm trees very much, so I gotta be careful here. Okay. Right. Yeah. A little bit. Okay. Not bad. I think we'll kind of go back into this with a lighter shade. I think we'll kind of just do the same thing we're doing with the bottom half, the way we're kind of spreading things out. Yeah, that was pretty decent for my first palm tree here. All right. Let's see. I gotta be careful with this one and this one because I know that they're going to be kind of veering off into the next side. So we're just gonna have to kind of be mindful of that. Okay. Good thing about doing nature environments, you don't have to be worried about being too perfect here. Just need to give enough of an indication. That should be enough. And his asshole's back. What the fuck are you doing here? Go fuck out of here. No one loves you. You bitch. That should be enough. All right, there's our first set of palm trees. At least we're getting started, at least. We're going to come back in a little bit later on once this is all dried up. And we'll come in with a lighter shade, and I think that will probably be it for today's stream. I'm just going to find something else to do with my little details here. The other side going. It's kind of fun, actually. I kind of like painting the palm trees here. All right, no more bots lately. We're good. Canson. The same bot too. I don't know. Maybe it's just like All right. Okay. Okay. And there's our second set of palm trees. So moving pretty quickly today. Ooh. I got to get the back wall now. And I guess we'll start with a smaller one here. Ooh, it's a little much. That's okay. There's something. Sometimes I saw some reference earlier, so there's a lot of different types of like palm tree. So I can make as many mistakes as I want. right. All right. All right. All right. Just need a little extra paint. I think I'll use the lighter green on the ones that are kind of more in the foreground. That way they kind of push the ones in the back a bit more. I think it's kind of what we're gonna do once this is all dried up. To bring back the very light sort of olive Spanish green or whatever it's called. Leave it at that. This would be too perfect there. Three left. Let's make it count. Might have done too many trees here, but that's okay. I think it looks good. It's a little bit different environment, you know. So I think it works. Would like to do like a snow environment one day. That'd be kind of cool. Or like northern lights in the background. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, that'd be good for like a Jetfire shell if I ever get one. I thought about getting like those mini billies, or not the mini billies, but the skinnier billies from IKEA, and that maybe that could be the way. Because I still don't have a spot laid out for Jetfire in my collection, so it's because he's so big. So that's why I don't have one just yet. It's not so much I don't want to have them. It's just like I don't know where to put them. It's like there's not enough space where I'm at. So, but that was one of the ideas of kind of floating around a few months ago. I was like, maybe I should just get these like mini billies, and then I just have one like focus shelf for like a specific character. Just like I could have like one for like Star Saber, one for Superion, maybe if it could fit. And so that kind of opened me up for some more direct if it comes to that. Pooping out. Gotta get that one more. I'm gonna miss the doing dioramas. It's a lot of fun. Different from just the usual sort of raw streams. I could do because I do have a few ideas for catching up some of my other displays. Uh, so that could be a stream of you know, buff up a shelf or reduce there. There we go. Gonna leave the back wall. Or check on the side wall and see if we can do some more stuff on there. It's still drying. This one going. Well, that one's kind of ready. Yeah, we can do this one. Grab my other fan brush. And ones that are kind of more in the front, we'll kind of do little things like this. A dry brush, actually. And I think it's going to do it for the left side. So that should be it for that one. I think on this one, it's still drying a little bit. But I should be able to still mix in some dry brushing there. Just dab it in. Oh. That should be the right side done. And finally, the back wall. Ooh, so much. Oh well. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it. Got my palm trees. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. So just real quick before we end the stream, so move some stuff away. That way I can get a nice sort of a shot of the whole back and side walls together. So you guys can kind of see what it'll look like once it's all placed into the shelf, which I'll post the pictures of that on both my YouTube and my Twitter. So I'll move some stuff off my table because it's not nearly big enough for all the things here. So here's the right side or the left side. And the right side. And so there we go. And I'm just going to bring my camera around. And that will do it. There's our full back and side walls done. All I got to do is just wait for the paint to dry. I can throw it on. So, yeah. So thank you everybody so much for watching. And yeah, this might be the last diorama stream for a little while. And just to be honest, I will do streams. They're nice break from the norm. There's enough to do. But you never know. I have plans for the bottom shelf on my Decepticon bookcase, so I could do something with that because I just have like miscellaneous figures on there. So I'm thinking Predacons. But I'm just waiting for them to kind of come out with a decent set of Predacons. I'm a bit more picky in my selection of Transformers. So, but yeah. So in the next couple, probably by the end of this month, I should have a collection update video because there has been kind of a significant significant amount of changes in the collection and a lot of new figures that have been added. So it might be nice to kind of go through and show them all and do all that. That should be it for me. So thank you so much for working, and I will see you guys around. I'll grab my little clip here to cell phone.
Retreat!
Combaticons! I told you to abort! The mission is lost! Who are you to defy me?
I've heard enough of his orders. to take control of this ship. Combaticons, combine into Bruticus!